Obviously, Tank isn't the biggest 135 pounder. Everybody fights is damn near bigger than him. I think the only person that was smaller than him was.
Following his recent involvement with Lamont Roach's training camp, Floyd Mayweather has started to provoke Gervonta Davis again, much like he did with Frank Martin. In order to give Lamont Roach his first professional loss before he fades into retirement, Floyd Mayweather plans to get him ready for the bout against Tank Davis. Gervonta Davis has already defeated Frank Martin twice in amateur competition, and Floyd Mayweather is determined to make sure Lamont Roach closes the gap. As the master of defense during his storied career, Floyd Mayweather has been assisting Rocho in dodging the blows of his unbeaten opponent, who has a 93% knockout rate. Interview: because he was unsuccessful with Frank Martin, while the distance between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis currently appears to be irreversible, Floyd Mayweather wants to succeed with Lamont Roach. Floyd Mayweather would be happy if the lightweight champion of the Theo World Boxing Association lost his next bout. It would make him chuckle.
That was a defeat. I lost. When I lost a lot of loved ones around me, my grandmother, when I lost the mother of my children, those losses you can't bounce back from.
Gervonta Tank Davis, boasting a flawless 30-0 record with 28 knockouts, last fought in June 2023 when he decisively defeated Frank Martin. Showcasing his trademark speed and power, Davis overwhelmed Martin before securing a knockout in the middle rounds. Earlier that year, he also defeated Ryan Garcia in one of the sport's biggest matchups. Meanwhile, Lamont Roach has been on a 6-fight winning streak since his only career loss, a decision defeat to Jamel Herring in 2019. His most significant victory came in November when he edged out Hector Garcia by split decision to claim a world title. Floyd Mayweather has been vocal about his belief that Davis has been cherry-picking opponents, despite the lightweight division being stacked with elite talent. He argues that Davis has worthier challengers, including Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, Isaac Cruz, Rayo Valenzuela, Teofimo Lopez, and Vasily Lomachenko. According to Mayweather, choosing Roach over these opponents diminishes Davis' credibility. He insists that if Davis continues on this path, he will fail to build a lasting legacy and will fade into history as just another champion, without the kind of accolades that define boxing's greatest fighters.
And that's, you can see with Floyd too. Floyd really was like that too. He really although he continued to got belts and shit like that,
The most notable aspect was the sharp disparity between Floyd Mayweather's remarks and boxing trainer Greg Hackett's assessment of the fight trainer. According to Greg Hackett, the Upalthal, he admits that Roach may not be as well known to casual boxing fans who haven't watched the sport carefully. The forthcoming Davis versus Roach battle is still a terrific fight.
And as long as you went out there and gave it 100% in that square circle, if you gave it 100% and you happy with what you did when you went out there, then that's what it is.
Greg Hackett notes that Lamont Roach lacks the flashy appeal of fighters like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, attributing this to Roach's more reserved and laid-back personality. Speaking to USM Sports Media about the upcoming clash, Hackett explained, "What's missing is that flair. Lamont isn't that type of guy. He's a gentleman. He's laid back. Even if he tried to intimidate you, you wouldn't be fully intimidated because his eyes are green. Light-skinned boy. He doesn't look like a super mean bull. Tank, on the other hand, has the tattoos. His eyes look a little off. He looks crazy, like there's something wrong with him. He's got the braids, and he brings extra energy into it. He's going to come in with a flashy outfit, with that extra flair." Despite Roach's quieter demeanor, Hackett insists he deserves respect. Lamont is just a cool bull, but he can fight, and he is a champion. We should respect him as such. The problem is that we're always looking for hype. We're always chasing big fights, when in reality, this is a good fight. Hackett also pointed out the historical ties between Roach and Davis, emphasizing that this matchup is significant, particularly for their local region. Lamont Roach knows Tank Davis. Tank Davis knows Lamont Roach. It's a local fight, and it's massive for their part of town, for the DMV. This is a big deal for them. In further defense of Roach's credibility as an opponent, Hackett drew attention to their shared history with Hector Garcia. Davis fought Garcia a year and a half ago, while Roach defeated him in November to claim a world title. Hackett used this to challenge the notion that Davis is cherry-picking opponents. How can we say Tank is cherry-picking when this guy Roach has a title? They have a history and know each other. The only thing missing is that flair, like a Ryan Garcia or a Devin Haney. Those guys have the flair because the attention has been on them for years. Ultimately, Hackett believes the fight between Davis and Roach is legitimate, even if it doesn't come with the mainstream hype of other high-profile matchups. While Roach may not have the same star power, his skill and championship status make him a worthy challenger.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just in height and stature. He was, technically bigger than Tank too. But Tank is.
Given how strained Floyd Mayweather's relationship with Von Davis has been in recent months, it's really not surprising how he has decided to approach this. The two are now utterly hostile to one another. They have publicly laundered their filthy linens and dragged themselves through the mud. It started when Floyd Mayweather chastised fighters for being so focused on luxury that they were neglecting their talents in an interview with Fighty Hypen. The fact that Floyd Mayweather was involved was terrible. Edgar Stevenson made fun of the Baltimore champion and lied about Gervonta's match.
It's boxing. What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
The worst part of Floyd Mayweather's feud with Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't just that he picked sides against him in his last fight. It was how uncharacteristically petty he acted for a boxing legend. Mayweather was so eager for Davis to lose that he didn't stop at an Instagram post announcing the fight's cancellation. Instead, he went a step further, calling what was clearly an easy win for Davis *50-50 fight and even offering Frank Martin tips on how to defeat him. Mayweather's obsession with seeing Davis lose reached new heights when he secretly contacted Martin before the fight, giving him advice on how to beat the undefeated champion. Whether Martin ignored the advice or Mayweather's instructions simply weren't enough, we'll never know. But on fight night, despite an impressive early showing, Martin ultimately fell short. At 1 minute and 49 seconds into the 8th round, Davis delivered a devastating knockout blow, sending Martin to the canvas and securing his 30th career victory. However, the real issue wasn't Martin's defeat, it was Mayweather's involvement. His rift with Davis has become one of the most heated mentor versus protega feuds in recent boxing history. Martin himself acknowledged Mayweather's influence, revealing in pre-fight interviews that the former champion had helped him prepare, seemingly hoping to get revenge on Davis for his perceived disrespect. While Davis celebrated yet another dominant victory, Mayweather's actions made it clear that his personal vendetta had taken priority over professional respect. What should have been a routine fight became yet another chapter in their escalating rivalry, proving that for Mayweather, Davis' downfall mattered more than the sport itself.
It is. You just don't ever know what can happen in the sport. We take losses every day, even though I may have had my hand raised every time I went out there and performed.
Boxing professionals and fans were taken aback when the ghost Martin disclosed that Floyd Mayweather, Von Davis' former promoter and mentor, had been giving him guidance. Von Tank Davis maintained his World Boxing Association championship when the lightweight pair faced off in the ring on June 15th at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. As anticipated, there was a lot of trash talk. Tankovic was a strong favorite between the two before the battle. However, during his appearance on the Pip the Vodcast, which was posted on YouTube prior to the fight, challenger Frank Martin gave the Mike Tyson-esque advice. In order to have the upper hand in his bout against Von Davis, Mayweather had been handing him money. Floyd Mayweather has now retaliated against people attempting to take his head off of him after Frank Martin acknowledged that his advice gives him a special sensation. I support anyone I feel like and do what I want to do. How does that constitute a crime? Why should Frank come to me for advice? I would suggest Tank to come. What's wrong with memes, in your opinion? For the most part, Davis has always respected the former world champion, but after the Davis-Martin bout, things undoubtedly changed. Despite their break and the many conflicts that have occurred over the years, Mayweather has remained in Davis' camp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. You know, go do it when, cause